The Islamic Republic might actually think that this might actually work in our favor if we could shut down residential electricity. I don't know, like they might think like this will turn the Iranian people against this military operation. I mean, I don't know what they like. Honestly, actually, when it comes to the Islamic Republic, there are so many different fragments that I don't think it makes sense anymore for us to talk about the Islamic Republic as if it's a one thing, because there's nothing holding it together. So talking about there's like usually we could talk about like the views of reformers and hardliners and the Paidari camp and Khamenei's camp and the Ghalibaf camp and all these different camps. We knew what they stood for. Now it's like a million different pieces, like well, not a million, like 1,000 different pieces, and I don't even know if they are completely aligned regarding what how they need to respond to whatever threat that is coming at them. So, and I think he's trying to resign, and they're not letting him. But you're going.
Oh, yeah. My last point was I don't think that it's, I don't believe that Donald Trump is the person that who will shoot, in his leg. And that's why I believe that such steps are planned and very carefully planned. And perhaps we shall see. Like, I do believe that they will not be stupid enough to cut electricity to the people of Iran and make resistance and life harder for Iranian people. So we shall
They
see. I simply don't know. Like, I
That would be
understand that.
devastating to President Trump's credibility if he doesn't follow through with his threat.
I we shall see. Perhaps
Or, yeah, we'll see.
like perhaps they're thinking a little bit differently than we do.
Okay, okay.
Simply don't
All right, we
think
need.
that they are so stupid to you know.
Well, no, it's not going to be stupid. Like, let me just make this point, and then we need to move on. I don't think it would be stupid because it would also hurt IRGC, and it might turn more of the Iranian people to revolutionaries against the Islamic Republic. It's not completely. It's like as bad as that's going to be when it comes to reaching the military objectives of this, of this war. It's not as stupid as like just like, guys, we have our own agenda here. We want the Iranian people to not suffer, okay, and but from we our agenda is not other people's agenda, right? Like their main agenda is to make sure that the military operation is successful, and they might have to do whatever they need to do to get it there. And if this helps, honestly, my priority is making, like, even if this caused Iranian people to suffer, this is short-term suffering compared to long-term suffering of the Islamic Republic continuing. If this is what's needed to get rid of the Islamic Republic, I would say go for it. If that's what we need to do, it's really hard. Like in war, it's completely justified to hit the infrastructure of your enemy, and the problem is that the Islamic Republic's infrastructure is completely intertwined, like mixed with the infrastructure that the Iranian people are using. So it's not separated. The same grid that the Iranian people are using is the same grid that is feeding the IRGC. And because it's feeding the IRGC, is a completely legitimate target to take out, as devastating that is going to be to the Iranian people in wars. That's a legitimate target. Anyways, all got 30 seconds before we move on because I saw you open your mic.
But harming the electricity and the ability to connect with each other, it's not only on humanitarian side bad, it's also in, because if we're thinking as Iranian people being, or Iranian resistance, being more,
10
more
seconds.
precise, of course, boots on the ground, so it will harm very
No.
crucially the ability to communicate.
So yeah, thank you, Olga. It's not going to harm their ability to communicate because they can't come. They don't have internet. They can't communicate right now. There is no way to communicate right now. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be an issue compared to already lack of communication right now. If the Islamic Republic has already the ability to completely shut down their communication between the Iranian people with or without the electricity cut. All right, Danny, sorry, I
Yeah,
know
let's
you
move
didn't
on to
want me to.
Peter.
Is it possible that Petito was arrested just because of using Starlink and that the regime might not know about his Petito identity online?
No, I think if he's arrested, they will know who he is. They're not gonna. They're not. Yeah, they don't. They right now they can't be bought. Yeah, no, I think unfortunately, I think if they arrested him, they know who he is. I mean, if they arrest him, they will have his online footprint. I mean, I know the reason why I say this is because I have had friends who have been arrested, and they told me what happens to them when they get arrested, and I can say with not 100% certainty, but with a high degree of certainty that when you get arrested, you will be completely exposed. Like everything you've been doing, it will get exposed most of the time. Well, not 100%. And I don't think the Islamic Republic right now has the capacity to just go after people simply for using the internet. I think that they are so like their resources are very limited and they have to go towards the greatest threats. And I think Petito was, if he's arrested, it must be for that. And unfortunately, I might say that Petito, unfortunately, his name has been connected to his face online. Unfortunately, so the Islamic Republic is aware of Petito's activity. He's been doing this for a while now, and there is enough information online, unfortunately, to connect what he looks like to the Petito account.
It's probably too late at this stage to be worth like deleting the live streams where he appeared in, or yeah, where he spoke in.
Oh, it's way too late for that. Petito has been like it's not like, oh, the Islamic Republic hasn't seen those live streams, and then we get to like he's Petito has been active online for years. His record is already an anti-regime person. Removing a live stream is not going to make him not an anti-regime person. They already have enough stuff on him to hang him like 1,000 times. And unfortunately, guys, the things that Petito has done, uh, the punishment for that is to be hanged to death. Like if we don't free Iran, we're not going to see. It's very likely if we don't free Iran soon, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Petito ever again. And they're going to kill him in the most brutal way, which is basically slowly dying from suffocation from hanging. It's not even like a quick death.